Hello everyone, so this is going to be a short video on just how to navigate Nuventive. So once you are signed in, you should land on your home page, and this is going to be related to whatever department you are. Currently I am in the welding department, but if you are going to be logging in and you're in a different department, it's going to land on yours. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and click this hamburger button right here, and you will see that you have a few options. So the first option that you have is the program department information. So if you go ahead and click on it, here you're going to see that it has all of your program and department information. It has the college vision, the mission, your program, EMP goals, district goals, etc. It will all be here. The next thing that you will see is this academic assessment tab, and just as these titles show you here it's going to give you, your program assessment PLOs, your course assessment SLOs, and assignment consoles. The next thing is your assessment mapping. So your mapping here is where you would map your SLOs to your PLOs or even your ILOs. So your SLOs are your student learning outcomes, your PLOs are your program learning outcomes, and your ILOs are your institutional learning outcomes, okay? And that's where all the mapping would go. But when you are going and you're working on your program review, the first thing that you're going to be probably going into is going to be that program review narrative. I personally suggest just to go through everything first and then start, but this is the first tab that you would usually use, right? So once you hit program review narrative, you're gonna go and it's gonna log you onto here, and you will see all of these, which are your previous years for program review that have been submitted. So to start a new one, you're simply going to go ahead and click start, and as you can see, everything will then populate so you can start. Again, if you ever need to stop, make sure you always click save so you could have your work saved. Okay, so go ahead and click close, and we're going to go back to this hamburger menu, and then here in this program annual planning and augmentation tab, you will see program goals. So here is essentially where you add your department goals, where you keep track of them, have you met them, and etc. Right? So if we click on them, you'll be able to see all of your previous ones, and you'll be able to add new program goals and explanations for them. Here is where you would do your resource requests. This is for, one-time funds. And then here would be your resource request for ongoing funds. Then in this tab right here is where you would request faculty. So this is specifically for faculty hiring. And as you remember, if you are requesting a faculty, this is due before the rest of the program review is due. Okay, so this has to be done essentially first. It has a sooner deadline. And you would also just go to it, and you would also just add the request, and then you would start and adding your reasoning and etc. Okay. So the next part is your data analysis. So if you click on your data analysis, the first thing you'll notice here is that you have all of your data points here of everything that you have to go through. Again, you will see your previous cycles down here, but you're going to go ahead and click add new, and then you will be able to see every single thing here, right? The beautiful thing about this is once you hit this little arrow, for example, if you're going to go on head count, only the data point that you need will appear here. Okay, so you could go ahead and click on it, and every single time that you click on these, you do have to do one thing. You have to select your discipline. Okay, so make sure you select your discipline, and once you select your discipline, it will give you the data specifically for your department. Otherwise, you are looking at the entire college's data. Okay, so you're able to go ahead and click out, and then click enrollment if you wanted to, right? You're going to close this out, and then as you can see, only enrollment shows up. When you are looking at your equity data, however, there's a tiny bit of a little difference here. You will see that it shows up as selecting the school and the discipline. All you have to do is click on the little arrow, and then the department should show up under the discipline. And then down here, you'll be able to see gender, race, ethnicity, and your age group. From there on, there you could also go to analytics and reports, and here you'll be able to see all of your course assessment data and your reports as well. You also have the comprehensive program report. This should be the one from your previous year, and it should be in there, so you're also able to look at that if you need help or want to reference something and maybe can't remember. These are also, well, this could also be found, I do believe, in the document library, but you'll have like general uploaded documents that maybe your historic praise comprehensive narratives, any historic program planning augmentation reports, etc. Everything will be here. But that's pretty much it. That is how you would navigate through Nuventive through your little hamburger tab.